I stood in front of the mirror and realized that after 10 years of trying to be someone else, I had completely forgotten the sound of my own voice. That morning, I deleted every social media account I owned and decided to disappear for a year, not because I was giving up, but because I was finally ready to start. Hello, and welcome to English Unwritten. Today, we have an amazing story for you. This story is slow, simple, and easy to follow English. So listen carefully and let your English improve naturally, one story at a time.
My name is Elias. For a long time, I believed that success was a loud, visible thing. I thought it was measured by the car you drove, the title on your business card, and how many people knew your name. I spent my 20s chasing a ghost. I worked 16 hours a day in a cold office, drinking coffee for breakfast and eating stress for dinner. I was successful by the world's standards, but inside, I felt like a hollow tree. I was terrified of being alone, because when it was quiet, I could hear my own heart asking, "Is this all there is?" I was comparing my life to everyone else's highlight reels, and I was losing. Then, one rainy Tuesday, I lost my job. The company I had sacrificed my health for decided to restructure. In 5 minutes, my identity was gone. I walked out of that building with a cardboard box and a sense of total failure. I went home, sat on my floor, and didn't move for 3 days.
On the fourth day, I woke up at 5 a.m. Not because I had to, but because I couldn't sleep. The house was silent. For the first time in years, I didn't reach for my phone. I went to the window and watched the sun rise. I realized that the sun doesn't make a sound when it rises. It just quietly does its work. I decided then that I would spend 1 year focused on invisible progress. I wouldn't tell anyone my plans. I wouldn't post about my journey. I would simply learn to be alone and see who I actually was. I started with a simple rule: the power of focus. I chose 3 things to improve: my body, my mind, and my peace. The first month was a nightmare. My mind was like a wild animal. It kept screaming, "You are wasting your time. You are falling behind. Look at what your friends are doing." I had to learn the power of not reacting. When those thoughts came, I just watched them. I didn't fight them. I just sat in the silence. I began to walk in the park every morning. I saw an old man there every day, sitting on the same bench. He never had a phone. He never seemed to be in a hurry. One day, I sat next to him and asked, "How can you be so calm when the world is moving so fast?" He smiled and looked at a tree. "Elias," he said. He had learned my name from our short greetings. "The tree doesn't worry about the forest. It just focuses on its roots. If the roots are deep, the storm doesn't matter. Most people are trying to grow leaves before they have roots." That conversation changed everything.
I stopped looking at the clock. I started reading books that challenged my soul. I started cooking my own meals, tasting the food instead of just swallowing it. I realized that nothing is free. If you want peace, you have to pay for it with your time and your attention. I practiced the 5 a.m. habit religiously. Those early hours became my sanctuary. While the world was sleeping, I was building my roots. I studied a new language. I practiced meditation. And I started a small online business based on a hobby I had abandoned years ago. There were times when I felt like I was failing. Some days I didn't want to get up. Some days I felt invisible and unimportant. But I remembered what the old man said about the roots. Growth is usually quiet. If you can see it happening every day, it's probably not deep growth. 6 months into my year of silence, something strange happened. People started noticing a change in me, even though I hadn't said a word. When I met old friends for coffee, they would say, "You look different. You seem steady." I realized I had stopped comparing myself with other people. Their success didn't take anything away from mine. Their path was theirs, and mine was mine. I had found true happiness, not in an achievement, but in the absence of the need to prove myself. My small business began to grow, but I didn't rush to make it big. I focused on quality. I focused on the one person I was helping that day. I learned that kindness needs respect too. I respected my own work enough to do it well, even when no one was watching. By the end of the year, I was a different man. I had less money than I did at my high-power office job, but I had more life. I had learned that you can make your own future by changing your present moment. The most important lesson I learned in that year of silence was this: you cannot find your direction while you are running. You have to stop. You have to listen to the silence until it tells you the truth. I eventually went back into the world, but I didn't go back to the race. I started a new company, but it was built on my terms. I kept my 5 a.m. routine. I kept my quiet walks. I realized that God has a plan for you, but you have to be quiet enough to hear the instructions. Today, when I look in the mirror, I recognize the man looking back at me. He isn't perfect, and he isn't the richest man in the city, but his roots are deep. And when the wind blows, he doesn't shake. He just smiles, breathes, and keeps growing, silently. The greatest version of yourself is not waiting at the end of a race. He is waiting in the quiet moments when you finally decide to stop running. If this story touched your heart and helped you practice your English today, please subscribe to the channel and join our community of growth. I want to ask you, what is one invisible goal you are working on right now? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one to support your journey. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in our next story.